A gender role is a set of behavioral norms associated particularly with males or females in a given social group or system. It includes the division of labor between men and women and the attendant complex of child-rearing and socialization processes leading youth toward maturing to perpetuate the same pattern. Gender roles are defined as how we're expected to behave based on our assigned sex. Girls and women are generally expected to dress in typically feminine ways and be polite, accommodating, and nurturing, while boys and men are expected to be strong, aggressive, and bold. Roles in modern societies place against the biological governance of the women as the bearer of the child. This is one of the factors contributing to the low rates of birth in countries ranging from Germany to Japan. Establishing stable, peaceful, and happy societies in the 21st century will require new thinking about gender roles. Theories of gender role. Gender roles have been a staple of the nature or nurture debate ever since then. Traditional theories usually assume that one's gender identity and hence one's gender role is a natural given. The idea that differences in gender roles originated differences in biology has found support in parts of the scientific and social sciences. Clear and extensive research on whether there are any connections between biology and gender role. Most scientists reject Connell's research because evidence exists proving the effect of hormones on behavior. However, hormone levels vary and disorders can cause an intersex status. Socialization. Socialization works by encouraging wanted and discouraging unwanted behavior. This functions by agencies of socialization such as the family, schools, and the communication medium make it clear to the child what behavioral norms the child is expected to follow. The examples of the child parents, siblings, and teachers are typically followed. Mostly accepted behavior is not produced by reforming coercion applied by an accepted social system, although various forms of coercion have been used through history to force the acquisition of a desired response or function.
Culture and gender rules. Culture of gender rules during World War II. Women filled job positions, some of which would otherwise be male dominated. The elements of convention or tradition seem to play a dominant role in deciding which occupations fit in with which gender rules. Gender roles and feminism. Most feminists have argued that traditional gender roles are oppressive for women. They believe that the female gender role was constructed as an opposite to an ideal male role and helps to patriarchy. Women usually face a double burden. The need to balance occupations and child care deprives of women of spare time. Homosexuality and gender roles. Homosexuality and gender roles. Traditional gender roles include male attraction to females and vice versa. Same sex domestic partners also challenge traditional gender roles because it is impossible to divide up household responsibilities along gender lines if both partners attempt to fill the same gender roles. Cross-dressing is also common in a gay and lesbian cultures. Distinctive styles of dress, however, are commonly seen in gay and lesbian circles. Types of gender roles, and specific set of social and behavioral actions which are considered to be appropriate for the given gender. Since men and women play different roles, they often face very different cultural, institutional, physical, and economic constraints, many of which are rooted in systematic biases and discrimination, knowledge of feminism, the belief in the social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. Most of Western history, women were confined to that domestic sphere, while public life was reserved for men. Women had little or no access to education and were barred from most professions.